Myron, I have a question for you. Negative Blips, a channel member, says, "Trainable dude, you just alerted every feminist on the internet. Is this a useful clip that maybe Ryan can use to get some massive reach on
I
TikTok?"
can already,
Oh, Jesus
I mean, it's not
Christ.
punish women, but it's like, train women. Do you think that'll work? Is it
dude,
extreme?
on as soon as I say anything about like dealing with women, punishing bad behavior, I just get a bunch of,
How dare you?
and it's like, bruh, like it is what it is. But like I always say, like it's like women don't know what they want. They want like a guy that earns a lot of money, but at the same time they want an equal partnership. They want a guy who's dominant, but they also want to say, oh, I want to be able to have a 50-50 partnership. And it's like it doesn't work that way. But the problem is that women, I always say it, men live in a fact-based reality where your performance creates your reality. Women live in a bizarro fucking world where and no matter what they do, how mediocre they are, whatever crazy belief system they have, they're appreciated for it and appraised for it. A fat guy gets clowned on. Hey, you're a fat ass. You're a lardo. You need to lose weight. Ha ha ha. A woman that's fat, it's okay, baby. Love your curves. Body positivity. So since women live in a world where there's zero consequences to their bad actions, they say dumb stuff like this where, oh, trainable. What are you talking about? Because they're not used to being ever held by standards. So a guy like me comes around and says, punish bad behavior. Oh my God, this guy's nuts. He's saying punish bad behavior for women like it's the 19. Yeah, like a dog, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, it is what it is.
Don't talk shit about dogs. They're noble creatures.
Myron's next TikTok will be,
I wouldn't insult a dog like that.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what's funny about, like, Ryan will know who I'm talking about. You know who Diana Fleischman is, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
Diana Fleischman is a sort of Evo psych, behavioral psych. She's a doctor. I should say Dr. Diana Fleischman, right? She has done these series of talks. I don't know if they were TED Talks, but certainly at, like, on the college level, and they were titled "How to Train Your Boyfriend." Right? How to like behaviorally condition your boyfriend. And this is something I've been interested in for a long time because that's my background's in behavioral psychology. So I was like, how is it that that's cool, but if a guy were to say, oh, train your, like we were just saying a minute ago, like feminists are supposed to lose their mind if you talk about that. But yet it's fine for women to say, oh, I'm going to train my boyfriend. But in the next breath, they go and they say exactly what Myron is saying, which is, I want a guy who is dominant, taller than me, six-pack abs, six-figure income, 666, right? I want the guy who's like all that. But they never, it's like that cognitive dissonance they never make that connection right there, because they don't really know what they want. Like children, right? You don't know what is best for you. And so it takes a guy who's a dominant, competent guy to explain those things to you. The unfortunate fact is that we live in a gynocentric social order. So me just expressing that, or even saying, you don't know what's best for you, I do know what's best for you. For me to say that, now we're out of the sort of equalist, globalist, blank slate, social constructionist crap. And now I'm the misogynist, chauvinist asshole for actually having expressed that.
Myron, can you give us the story time soundbite, please? I have a story for this.
Yeah, I got you right now, baby.
So at a time not too long ago, but a long time ago, there was this girl that I broke up with who called me to say goodbye. And I said to her, well, where are you going? Are you off to Japan to leave for good finally? Because I wanted to get rid of her. She says, no, I'm going to be taking a permanent solution to this temporary problem. She was a succubus as described here. Well, you have two choices. You can hang up on her and hope for the best, or you can try to talk her off that and then hang up on her and hope for the best. I chose the latter. Yeah, it's just a next, dude. Like, this is not complicated. It's don't be a pussy and move on and, set some firm boundaries. Did you guys want to chime in on this?
Final
only to
solution,
say
that's
that
scary language.
Only to say that somebody else's decisions in this kind of matter are their responsibility. You are not responsible ultimately for somebody else making that decision. If you need to remove yourself from a relationship for your own benefit for whatever reason, that's your decision. How they respond to that is their decision ultimately. So and that would go for anybody, male or female. That's just how it is. So you can't be tied back by worrying about that.
Super chat saying how to persuade a feminist woman to drop feminism if she has potential but has been brainwashed by the media.
This is a great question. I want to hit on this real quick. We did a podcast where we said types of women to never take seriously in a long-term relationship. And feminist was one of them, guys. And the reason why I say you don't want to ever date a feminist or take her seriously, like if you want to smash and pass, cool. But the reason why you don't want to take her seriously is because, quite frankly, feminism teaches women a lot of bad habits that are not conducive to a successful long-term relationship with a man. That's the reality. It teaches women to like think that they're your equal, to basically absolve themselves of responsibilities when it's convenient for them to say, oh, I'm a feminist at this point, but I also want me to treat you, but I also want you to, give me the traditional chivalry. And the problem is that when she can flip-flop her roles versus yours are static, you're going to run into a lot of problems with these type of women, man, because like I said before, a lot of feminists live in a bizarre world, not a fact-based reality. So these types of women, bro, I wouldn't even try to like get her to drop feminist. She ain't going to drop it. You know when women stop becoming feminists, bro? I'll tell you guys right now. When they start having to pay for their own fucking drinks at the bar. That's when they realize they got to stop being, you know what I'm saying? When they stop being feminists and they realize, damn, I'm getting older. I want to die. What's going on here? That's when
war, when there's a flood, when there's a hurricane.
Yes.
Right.
Let water start rising.
Because like girls like this, bro, she's going to expect you to lay your life on the line and protect her if there's physical confrontation, but she won't even make you a sandwich. So you never want to deal with women like this, bro, because they have bad habits that will ruin the relationship in the future. So I won't even take a feminist seriously as far as the relationship goes.
If you pick up on any indicators of a feminist narrative, my advice to you is to set firm boundaries around it and make sure that she understands it's the comply or goodbye narrative. If you don't like it, the front door's over there. You can fuck off.
So that's one of the reasons why I lead with the kink stuff is because I like to dominate. So if the girls are like, oh, well, do I get a turn? When do I get my turn to dominate? It's like, no, I'm not into that. And I'm not attracted to girls who are.
Right.
They'll put a stamp on it right now. It's never happening.
I've noticed that like women who are like outspokenly feminists I don't have problems with them. Like if I go and I lay this stuff out as matter of fact as I possibly can, it's not them that I have a problem with. It's guys. If I go and I say like, men and women are not equal, and I can give you examples as to why the idea of equality is just nonsense. And of course, the first thing that guys think is that I'm saying that men are superior. I go, well, it depends on what we're talking about. What's the challenge? Is it giving birth? Well, women are superior at giving birth than men to men. There's your challenge. If that's what we're measuring equality by, guess what? I'm always going to be at a disadvantage in that particular realm. If we're talking about physical violence, if we're talking about protection, providing, whatever, what's the challenge, right? I can go and make those like really rational, kind of pragmatic, approaches to like what's equal and what's not. The very fact that I said that men and women aren't equal, it's not so much women that have the problem with that, because usually if there's a feminist, she doesn't want to have she either doesn't want to talk to me or she has no other counter argument. But it's the guys who get upset with me. They'll go, what are you saying? That men are better than women? No, that's not what I'm saying. But it's the guys, because they have more to lose. They have more invested in that overall the nice guy strategy. Yeah, the nice guy thing, but they have more invested in that because they realize that if they are seen, even like at a distance, agreeing with Rollo Tomasi saying that equality doesn't exist between men and women, then they think that they're at a disadvantage, or if they're not going to be able to relate with women, or women are going to shun them because you agreed with what I had to say.